This video is questions 14 through 17, which is properties of exponents. Select all of the following expressions that are equal to 1/5. So we're going to just evaluate each of these and then circle the ones that have a value of 1/5. So 10 to the 1/2, that's the square root of 10, not 10 times 1/2. Square root of 10 is not equal to 1/5. 125 to the negative 1/3, that's the cube root of 125 to the negative 1. That is, cube root of 125 is 5. 5 to the negative 1 is 1 over 5. 5 to the negative 1 is 1 over 5 to the first power, so that works. This is the square root of 32. Square root of 32 is not 1/5. And this is the square root of 25 to the negative 1, which is 5 to the negative 1, which is also 1/5. On number 15, select all the expressions that are equal to 4. So same idea, evaluate each one. Cube root of 8 squared is 2 squared, that's equal to 4. This is the cube root of 81 to the first power. Cube root of 81 is not equal to 4 because 4 cubed is 64, not 81. 1/4 to the negative 1, so I need to switch the numerator and the denominator, so that becomes 4, and then to the first power, that is equal to 4. This is the square root of 8. Be careful there, it's not 1/2 of 8, it's 8 to the 1/2, which is actually the square root of 8 to the first power. That's not equal to 4. And then here, this would be the square root of 2 times the square root of 4. We know that the square root of 4 is just 2. 2 times the square root of 2 is not equal to 4. The tricky thing here is some would be tempted to just add the exponents together, which you can't do because the bases are not the same. Okay, number 16, we need to evaluate these to decide which one is equivalent to this. So starting with this part A, the negative 1 means I can swap my numerator and my denominator. And then the exponent becomes a positive 1. Then I can simplify. The only thing that simplifies here is the y and the y to the 9th. So this will go away and this becomes an 8. So this is equal. On part B, we have a y plus y to the 7th in parentheses. These are not like terms, so you can't add them together. If it was y times y to the 7th, then yes, you'd get y to the 8th. But y plus y to the 7th can't be simplified, so there's nothing we can really do there. So it's not going to be equal to this. On this one, we have 6x to the 4th, y to the 6th. We have a 14. These two get moved to the top because they have negative exponents. So x to the 1st, the 1 becomes positive, y to the 2 becomes a positive, and then if we reduce this, we're definitely not going to end up with x to the 5th on the bottom, so that's out. And then here, the tricky thing here is these are not negative exponents, they're just negative numbers. So do not move the negative 12 to the bottom and do not move the negative 28 to the top. These will become positive because it's a negative divided by a negative. If I divide them both by 4, that becomes a 3 and a 7, x to the 5th. The y to the negative 3rd moves to the top. So I have a y to the 5th and a y cubed, which is y to the 8th. And that one is equal. And on number 17, simplify the expression. This entire expression is equal to 1 because it's to the power of 0. Here, I'm raising to the power of negative 1, so I'm going to swap the numerator and the denominator. And now that's to the positive 1. And then the only other thing we need to do here is move the y to the 4th, so it'll be x y to the 4th over 2. On part B, we have the denominator is equal to 1 because it's to the 0. And then up here, I'm going to raise everything to the negative 2. 9 to the negative 2, x to the negative 2, y to the, this gets multiplied, so that's a positive 10. And then these need to go to the denominator, so y to the 10th, 9 to the 2nd, x to the 2nd. So simplifying that, it would be y to the 10th over 81, x squared.